Have you ever watched a movie that gave you an uneasy feeling at the end?
Camera ready. Quiet on the set.
Stand by.
Stand by, camera one. Stand by to mic and cue.
3, 2, 1.
The movie Aftermath, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Scoot McNairy, made me feel very uneasy. Released in 2017, it was directed by Elliot Lester, written by Javier Gullon, and loosely based on a true story. And the real-life unfortunate incident took place on July 1st, 2002, when a Boeing 757F and a Tupolev Tu-154M collided in midair. The investigation revealed lots of problems with the warning systems in the air traffic control tower. First, the flight controller was working alone since his co-worker was taking a break as allowed by company policy. Second, various equipment was being repaired, leading to slow warnings. Lastly, when finding out about the impending collision, the flight controller told one of the plane's crew to descend, not knowing that the automated safety systems on board the airplane gave the pilots the opposite instructions, to ascend. So both were descending, which led to the collision. The movie follows two people in the aftermath of the collision: the air traffic controller and a man whose wife and pregnant daughter died in the accident. In real life, it was a man's wife and both of his kids. As far as the script is concerned, I really don't know what to say about it. It's interesting and it's not. What I mean is that nothing really happens during the movie. There's no build-up to a turning point, no big dramatic scene halfway or 3/4 into the movie, and no resolution. It's basically about two men who go about their lives trying to deal with their intense despair. You see the air traffic controller get full of rage, then his wife kicks him out of the house, he goes to counseling, gets prescription medication for severe depression. Then the movie switches to the other man who lost his family in the accident. You see him walking around, depressed, unable to deal with this pain. He quits his job, goes to the commemorative memorial, talks to the airline who offers him a settlement, which he declines, tries to find the air traffic controller, because through the whole movie, all he wants is an apology.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Which no one has given him. That's basically the movie in a nutshell. I'm not going to give away any key moments. I'm not going to give away any key moments, but the storyline goes back and forth between the two men until they meet. On the other hand, isn't that what you'd expect to happen if it were real life? You see that the corporations in the movie never admitted wrongdoing. Isn't that what big corporations do in real life? They may pay out tens of millions, maybe billions of dollars in a settlement, but they never say that they did anything wrong. Yes, we'll pay you $100 million, but we didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, right, buddy.
That's basically what corporations have done, and I'm sure we'll see settlements in the future saying the same thing. And that's what happens in the movie. The acting in the film is phenomenal. I like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator movies, but this movie brought out his true skills in showing emotion. He displayed the different complex feelings immaculately. The other star of the movie, Scott McNairy, did the same. When he went from total shock to rage, to depression, to happiness, to fear, every time the emotion was believable. In real life, the man whose entire family died in the accident expressed his depression in this way. Quote, "I cannot live anymore. I simply exist." End quote. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't say that line, but he showed it in his facial expressions. If you watch this movie, watch it for the excellent acting. Both star actors performed brilliantly. The script, it's good and it's not so good. Especially at the end when the writers wanted to bring in some drama to the movie, I felt that was way out of place. At the end, I was left with this strange feeling, like after watching the movie Titanic or The English Patient. Nothing really gets resolved in the end. It left me in a dreary mood, to the extent that I wound up reading articles of the real-life story. It was a sad movie about a real-life disaster that left many families heartbroken. I give this movie 7 out of 10 stars, mostly due to the great acting. The script was, well, sad and sometimes needlessly dramatic, especially the last scene. It's really sad what happened, and I wish the man whose family died the best. I hope he can move on with his life. And believe me, I know how hard that is to do. In the description below, you'll find links to the articles about the true story. Tell us what you thought about the movie. And if there are any other movies you would like for me to review, let me know. I will only review movies off Netflix and in the movie theater. Happy watching and have a good rest of your day.